Hey, whoa. Where are we? There we go.
Forgot to do the big old sloppy slap. There you
Bam. We're live. We're live.
go. Now your dad's alive too.
What's up, everybody? It's Dave and Johnny live. I'm Dave. He's Johnny. Are these lights too bright? What do you think?
For me, it's okay. I don't know. I think it looks alright. If people complain that it's too bright, then maybe change it.
I'm like closer to the light. I feel like it's too bright in my face.
You know.
Hang on a second.
Time's almost up, I guess.
I'm making an adjustment.
His time is up. He's gone. So that was great. Now it's just Johnny live, the way it should be. And in case you didn't know, I'll be defending my NWA. Wait a minute. Am I? No.
Oh, you can't say that anymore.
I can't say it anymore.
What happened, brother?
Right. Yeah. So apparently WWE doesn't want me saying that anymore. So it's just the British Commonwealth Championship.
So WWE says you can't say NWA anymore?
Right.
What happened? I don't understand that. You're the NWA British Commonwealth Heavyweight Champion.
I'm the British Commonwealth Champion. That's it. That's it now.
Are you on NXT UK?
No, I'm not on any NXT anything, but WWE does watch the Torture Chamber shows, and they didn't appreciate having like someone who represents NWA on the shows they watch, so it's now just the British Commonwealth Championship. Live with it.
I don't understand what the rationale is there.
Well, because NWA is competition, so too bad. If you want to get some, information from WWE, if you want some insider info, if you want maybe a potential tryout, whatever, you can't be associated with NWA. So that's the way it goes.
So because Torture Chamber is affiliated with WWE, getting guys tryouts and stuff, they can't use the NWA name?
That's part of it. I mean, there's other things. The fact that, they watch and critique the shows as well. The fact there's a working relationship. They've sent Drew Onyx to go train with them at the at the Performance Center. So, if they want that relationship to continue, it's just the British Commonwealth Championship from now on. So live with it. I've moved on.
Are you okay with this as the champion?
I do what I'm told. I'm told to do this. It's done. It's just the British Commonwealth Championship. Live with it.
All right. So British Commonwealth Champion Johnny North, Genesis Johnny North, defending your title next week.
Next Sunday. Not this Sunday, the Sunday after. That's right.
February the 16th?
17th.
17th.
Same day as the Elimination Chamber, but it's 2 p.m. in Montreal.
I'll be there. You got tickets for me?
Not on hand, but, show up and we'll see what happens,
What do you mean we'll see what happens?
We'll see what happens, It helps when AJ's there, because AJ is very good at talking to people. So we'll see. He's friendly. Like, with you, you're not very friendly with some people. Some people, if they knew it was you, they don't really like you too much, so that's an issue.
What are you talking about?
Well, there was a thing you said last year about, pinning a girl down. That wasn't well appreciated. You probably should have said that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, if you go back to last year, around this time even, I think, you talked about pinning a girl down, showing them how to wrestle or do jiu-jitsu or something. Anyways, they heard that. They weren't very appreciative of that, how you'd, do that to a woman, just pin them down like that. So.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See?
You're really not elaborating enough for me to understand what you're even talking about for me to defend myself. It's ridiculous.
It's recorded on the podcast, so that's the problem too. You said it, so.
I don't know what you're talking about. What was the context?
It was, I think, we're talking about, my second match there at Torture Chamber.
Okay.
And I was in a mixed tag.
Okay.
And I was talking about, maybe wrestling, I might have to wrestle a girl, and, I might have to get physical. And then you referenced how, you wouldn't punch a girl or, kick a girl, whatever.
No,
but you had no problem pinning the girl down and pinning her shoulders down and having your way with her. Your words.
That's not what those definitely not my words.
You took it back afterwards, but you did say it.
Yeah, okay.
So, just saying, you said some things sometimes and it upsets people.
Well, that's fine.
You're very controversial.
I'm really not, though. I don't know what you're talking about. What's he talking about?
Just look back last year.
I have done jiu-jitsu with women.
Okay.
in the past. You know? You go a little... I mean, it depends on who it is, but most of the time you go a little easier, you know?
It wasn't about that. It was just, how you're kind of rough with women. How you can be really aggressive, yeah.
I'm really not.
Okay. Well, you want to go
What the hell are you
back
talking
and
about?
listen to what you said.
No, I'm really insulted now. Like, you're really pissing me off right now, John. What the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe, you should have been a little bit nicer to people. Like, you were trying to tell me how to wrestle a girl.
Yeah, well, if you had to.
And I did have to. I was in a mixed tag.
Oh, okay. So what are you talking about then?
You were telling me that I had to pin the girl down.
Well, don't, give her, a big slam. Why not just kind of... I don't know if you have to beat her. I don't understand what you're talking about, John. And it's really,
See, this is what we disagreed on. I thought a big slam was a good idea because, it's just a move.
Sure.
I think actual physical, the hitting contact is worse, actually. But just to give a move, that's wrestling.
Okay.
So, we disagreed on that. You think I shouldn't give a move.
I mean, I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't really care.
Well, this was last year, by the way. I'm not wrestling many girls right now, so...
Very strange, John. This whole thing.
I'm just letting you know, you upset people sometimes.
Yeah? Who was upset?
I believe, who was it? Kevin Bryan was a little upset. The girl I wrestled was a little upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're not a big fan of Kevin.
I don't know him. I don't know what you're talking
He's
about.
on wrestle,
Okay. Maybe I won't come to your match next week.
Fine.
I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't go because I'm not wanted.
Well, just don't say it's you. AJ gets along well with everybody. It's good. He's very friendly, but you sometimes not so friendly sometimes. You look so angry at the show. I saw the photos. So upset to be there for some reason. Do you remember that?
I'm upset to be here right now.
See, you get so angry. I don't get it.
Well, because you're saying pretty bad things about me right now on the internet, John.
You've said bad things,
No, I haven't.
Well, you don't remember.
Okay. I'm going to end the show here, guys.
You don't want to get to the AEW stuff?
I guess.
Throw it back on me right now?
How you were wrong. How you were obviously wrong.
Let me eat my words, I guess.
Again. Constantly wrong, this guy.
I'm disappointed.
Go back and find the tape of what I said. Go back and find it.
Okay. That's no problem.
So Johnny North thought that Kenny Omega was going to go to the WWE, and he obviously wasn't. When his New Japan contract ran out, he was for sure going to go to AEW, the new wrestling promotion that all his friends started. The Young Bucks, Cody. It's the Elite. And last night they had a press conference. They revealed some new wrestlers. And Kenny Omega was there. Revealed as not only one of the top wrestlers in the company, but the executive vice president. One of the executive vice presidents. They have 5 of them. I don't know. I think the Bucks and Cody are executive vice presidents, and Kenny is too. I guess it's just 4, but Jericho seems to have some sort of management role too, so I don't know. But Kenny Omega is in AEW. Johnny North thought he would go to WWE. He was so adamant about it that he bet me $20. So he wanted to put money on the line.
Well, you were so against it. So I'm like, you know what? It's not so far-fetched. It's possible. And when you look at the possibilities of who he could wrestle and the money they were throwing at him, it made sense.
Yeah, I guess. But creatively, it's not where you want to go. And for Kenny Omega, it's not where he wanted to go. He's going to AEW, and that makes a lot of sense to me. That makes way more sense than going to WWE right now.
Well, that's what he wants to do. He's happy. He gets to wrestle his friends. That's good. He gets creative control. Fantastic. It's just, I think there was potentially a lot of great matchups. Him and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, I think that could have been amazing.
Yeah, sure. But him and Chris Jericho at Double or Nothing is going to be amazing. Double or Nothing looks great already. Hangman Page versus Pac, formerly known as Neville. You've got probably Kenny versus Jericho. The Young Bucks taking on the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon and Phoenix. It's going to be ridiculous. I mean, the fact that they signed Pentagon and Phoenix to their company, as well as Kenny Omega, the Bucks obviously there, Hangman Page, Pac.
Neville, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, whatever you want to call him. The talent, not to mention Chris Jericho. The talent in this company is amazing. And the show that they're going to put on is going to be incredible. And I look forward to seeing what they do, like, on a regular basis. This is just a one-time deal. Double or Nothing, May 25th in Vegas. That's all we know. We don't know about any other shows that they're putting on. We also don't know how this show is going to be broadcast. They didn't reveal any kind of broadcast details. They just said when tickets are going on sale, which is Monday. You got to sign up on their website, and then you get a pre-sale on Monday.
Well, there's also a show for Jacksonville, no? They said, like, there's no date, but there will be a show, the second show.
Well, yeah. They're going to do a show in Jacksonville, but, like, what does that mean? What kind of company is this going to be? Are they just going to do shows every couple of months? Once a month? How does this work? What is the format of All Elite Wrestling? That's still unclear. Are they going to have a weekly television show? Apparently they're working on a TV deal, so that's possible. But nothing's been announced yet. So a lot of things are up in the air. But you got to figure that these guys wouldn't be signing exclusive contracts to All Elite Wrestling if there was just one show in place. There's plans for more. And Jericho has kind of talked about it on his podcast, alluding to, you know, I wouldn't do this and not go to the WWE with the offer they had on the table if we didn't have some sort of TV deal, not, you know, in place, but kind of in talks. So they've got something going on, and it's very exciting. Like, the company looks like it could be great, but it's still kind of a wait and see for me. Like, I'm excited. I know Double or Nothing will be great, but, like, will All Elite Wrestling take over the professional wrestling business? Maybe. Maybe. But it's hard to tell right now, right? Like, it looks good, right? Like, the roster they have, the show they're going to put on, looks great. What do they do past this? I'm not really sure, but I expect it to be good. I'm very hopeful. I just want more answers.
Well, you said they signed exclusive contracts, but they're still going to work other places. They worked out a deal with AAA, apparently, so I imagine you'll see a lot of their talent on AAA shows.
I guess, and maybe that's how they will get people work, right? Because they got to wrestle somewhere. They've got that Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, a Chinese-based company that they have a working relationship with, and now also AAA out of Mexico, which is huge because they're a very big wrestling company. So to be affiliated with them is pretty big. And who knows, maybe they'll be affiliated with New Japan too, because I know New Japan wants Kenny Omega, and they probably want the Bucks too, and a lot of the talent that All Elite has. So I could see New Japan working with All Elite down the road as well. But just saying that, you know, it shows you that they're not really at the level of a WWE. A lot of people are saying, oh, you know, All Elite's going to take over WWE. It's so great. And for sure, it looks good. And their shows may be better than WWE shows. But they have this co-promotion thing. WWE doesn't do that. They don't need to do that. They co-promote with their own brands. Like, they did that Worlds Collide tournament with 3 different brands. They had NXT UK, NXT, and 205 Live. Like, they're such a massive company that, like, it's different. You know, it's a different deal. but All Elite will definitely get the wrestling world buzzing. And it will force the WWE to try more things. And I think they are starting to try more things already.
Well, Double or Nothing, it's pretty much set, right? Like almost the whole pay-per-view is set. I think they already have like 6 matches. I don't know if they're all confirmed, but it seems like it's almost a lock what they're going to have.
It looks great.
I mean, it looks like Jericho, Kenny Omega, right? Main event. And you're going to have like the Lucha Brothers against the Young Bucks. And I think...
Hangman against Pac.
Right. And I think the rest is kind of like up in the air, but I think it seems pretty solid. You're going to get at least like 1 or 2 women matches. And I think there's another match, I wasn't sure, but there's somebody else as well. And then more than likely, I'm thinking with all the rest of the talent, they'll throw in a battle royal or something to get everyone in a gauntlet.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to... Oh, they have... They also booked SCU, Daniels Kazarian and Scorpio against like 3 guys from the Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, like whoever. They're 3 top guys.
Okay. So you really don't need like 12 matches of pay-per-view. I mean, 7, 8, I think that's more than fine. Maybe they'll have a pre-show and they'll add some more, but I think that's all you really need.
And then, main event, Jericho and Omega ends with a run-in by Dean Ambrose, attacking everybody.
I don't know if that's great, but all right. Well, we'll see.
It could happen. I'm just saying. And then Bill Goldberg comes out and takes everybody out. But then CM Punk shows up, takes Goldberg out. Punk stands tall at the end of the night. All of these things are possible.
I don't know if the CM Punk thing, you want that to happen, but I don't know if that's really going to happen.
I think he's going to wrestle for All Elite.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
I think he will.
I don't want to make a bet because I already lost one, so...
Yeah, you already lost one. Stick with me on these, John.
Yeah.
Johnny North thought Kenny Omega was going to go to the WWE.
You know, if you watch the All Elite thing when he's talking...
Should I take his money? Produce the money. After the beginning of the show, I kind of want to take your money now, John.
Canadian, too.
Because you're just... So this is $20 that Johnny North owes me for the bet, the Kenny Omega bet. Do I take his money? That's the question to you all. I know AJ's there, Rob is there. What do you think, guys?
I think AJ says no.
Do I take Johnny's money?
AJ definitely.
Rob wants to know if I'm wearing a Venom t-shirt. This is not a Venom t-shirt. Okay, I don't like comic books. You guys know this. You guys know I don't like comic books. You see this shirt? This is a Finn Balor shirt. You see? So he says, Finn Balor. It looks like Venom. It looks like Venom, but it's not. It's Finn Balor.
Apparently you owe AJ $20 too.
Huh?
That's what AJ say. You owe him $20.
I don't know AJ $20. I don't know what he's talking about. Rob says you should have torn the money in half. I don't know what the point of that is. I could have just... And these are hard to tear.
And it's not valid.
They're like plastic. It's hard to tear this money. I don't even think you can.
Well,
you probably can.
Yeah,
But,
he said he got scammed.
AJ got scammed. Poker scam.
Yeah, you cheated, yeah.
What do you mean I cheated?
Well, that's what he believes.
That's ridiculous. It's just... And you know what? I'm taking this money. This is my money. I won this money fair and square. John?
You did.
Deal with it.
I did.
Don't make bets against me because you will lose. Yeah, AJ played poker here with Fred and my brother. We had a poker game. And AJ just lost to me. They all lost their money to me. No scam, AJ. You just lost. And you're going to lose again when we play poker for UFC 235, the John Jones fight.
234, no? Is it not next Saturday? It's
well,
not
no,
John Jones.
234 is tomorrow night, but we're not playing poker for that. We're not having a party for that.
Not for Anderson Silva.
No.
It's not John Jones, yeah.
That UFC 235 card is a super card. It's John Jones and that Anthony Smith, Tyron Woodley, and Kamaru Usman, and Ben Askren, and Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What did I tell you last week about Jose Aldo?
He was going to win.
What's up? He was underdog.
Yeah, and he won, yeah. He got the knockout, too.
Starched him. Knocked him out in the second round. Ba-boom! Jose!
But he's more...
I love seeing Jose Aldo win in Brazil. Beautiful.
But you don't think he's going to fight Holloway next, though?
What's the point?
Yeah. So it's too bad. Like, he's kind of stuck.
Nah, he can just keep having fights. You know who we should fight next? Connor.
Okay.
Run it back. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's throw McGregor in there.
Wow. Seems like a lot of people would fight him. Like, doesn't he already have it set with Cerrone, though?
Maybe. You know, it's possible, but Aldo McGregor will be pretty big. The rematch, I don't know, at 155, it'd be fun. I'm not against that. I am not. AJ, what do you think? Aldo McGregor again? Do we run it back? It's not a bad idea.
Well, he brings up a good point here.
What?
Any ideas for the party for WWE in Montreal? Because Montreal, they announced it. They're going to be here for Raw and SmackDown April 15th and 16th.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should probably think about that. Because Waller's going to be down for that, so that should be quite a bit of fun.
So what's the plan? So Montreal, Raw, and SmackDown, April 15th and 16th at the Bell Center. And it's going to be the draft.
Well, the shake-up, right?
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Shake-up draft on both nights. And this is the week after WrestleMania. So they have Mania, they have the shows after Mania, and then the week after, they're here for 2 straight nights doing a superstar shake-up. It's pretty sweet.
It's pretty great, yeah. I mean, they had this last year, too, where they had Raw and SmackDown, I think back-to-back in Montreal. You were there.
Yeah, SmackDown was the far better show. But this time, I think Raw will be good, too, because, you know, on a shake-up's usually the first night is the big night when everything happens, right?
Well, Raw will probably be a lot more talking. I think SmackDown, you'll see a bit more action. But either way, I mean, it's interesting because the whole thing got shooken up, like, where everyone's going. It just changed the whole direction. Shaken up, yeah. Where everything's going, like, it's all different now. The stories, everything's different. And maybe the champions, too.
Yeah. So, are you going to go to the shows?
We'll see. I'm a little upset with WWE right now. Hey, I think I have a good reason to be upset with WWE right now.
Wally is coming from Ireland that week, and he's going to come to Raw and SmackDown. I think Raw and SmackDown, maybe just SmackDown, I'm not sure. Because he lands on, I think, the Tuesday, but he was going to... Wally,
Okay.
Did you change your flights? Are you going to be at Raw, too, or just SmackDown? You can't even make a commitment to go to Raw or SmackDown in your own hometown? I mean, that's a lack of dedication right there for Wrestling Uncensored.
You have to understand, it's personal with WWE right now. I mean, I got to let it set in right now. I hold grudges, and I haven't let this one go yet, so...
What happened?
Well,
They took away your NWA name?
Exactly. Like, man, like, you love it. Man, it hurts, man. It hurts a lot. And you're laughing, like, what the frick? Like,
No NWA for anybody. Ha 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 ha.
terrible.
Take that, John. Wally's just going to be here for SmackDown. Come to SmackDown.
Come to SmackDown.
Tickets are on sale this week, and I'm buying like a gang of tickets for everybody. I'm getting tickets for me and Wally and my brother and Fred and AJ and everybody.
SmackDown, maybe, yeah.
So are you in or what?
For SmackDown, yeah, sure. I'll go to SmackDown.
All right.
Compromise with that.
Rob wants to know if I'm getting... Oh, yeah. Amy, I'm getting a ticket for. Rob wants tickets. Well, we'll see because you can only buy 8 tickets at a time. They don't let you buy more than 8 tickets, so I don't know if I could buy tickets for everybody. That's the problem.
It's rough.
Right? I don't know how to get like one of those big packages, like a group deal. I don't even know. Can you do that?
With WWE, I don't think you can.
Yeah, no. So it's like 8 ticket max, so... I can't get tickets for everybody. We'll try to meet up before the show and after the show, Rob and AJ are saying nonsense on the chat right now. What is Rob saying? At worst, I can buy a few to help use out, you deadbeat. Who you calling a deadbeat?
I don't know.
That's just weird.
It's weird.
Those strange comments.
See, they love you one minute and they hate you the next.
Yeah, what is that? You know? What is that? I don't understand that. Who's a deadbeat?
I think your hero would say fickle a lot, right?
Fickle!
There you go.
Impotent! Change!
The impotent, like, wow, that's pretty rough. Like,
That's what Daniel Bryan says. You don't remember when he called that guy impotent? Weak! Change! Fickle!
it's rough.
Oh, man. Alright. So I took $20 from John. Rob's mad now because he's fickle. And Wally loves us.
And AJ's off the wall, apparently. That's fun. It's a good Friday afternoon.
Oh, okay. Rob's gonna pick up... Yeah, well, that would be a good idea, Rob. Like, we should coordinate somehow where we assemble, like, a few ticket buyers to buy tickets in a certain section, so then the whole Wrestling Uncensored universe could be in one area. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm buying my 8 tickets for the 8 people that I have on this list, Rob, you buy 8 tickets as well for 8 other members of the Wrestling Uncensored universe, and then maybe we could get, like, somebody else to get 8 more tickets for 8 other members of the universe. But we could coordinate so we're all buying tickets in the same general area. You know what I'm saying?
Either way, we're all going...
Rob gets it. You get it.
You're all going to the same show. I mean, it will take a little bit of effort to work it out right, but either way, we'll see you. You know, we can work that out.
Hell yeah, I'm going to Raw and Smackdown in April, brother. I'm also going to see Travis Scott in March. Did you see Travis Scott at the Super Bowl halftime show?
I saw Big Boy's like big fur coat that Rob did not like whatsoever.
Okay. I didn't even really notice his coat.
Oh, he was huge.
Tickets are on sale this week, I think Friday, officially, but there's usually a pre-sale or something, so if I find out a pre-sale, Rob, I'll hit you up and we'll figure it out. I thought Travis Scott was cool at the Super Bowl. I liked his performance. That Maroon 5 was pretty terrible. Like, nobody liked that. Why was that guy shirtless? What was that going on? What? And those, like, weird dance moves he was doing? That was bizarre.
Did you watch the NXT halftime match?
No.
Well, it was mainly just a spot fest, but, you know, it's fun to see, you know, Ricochet just do all his moves, you know, Aleister Black just do all his moves. It was a nice showcase, you know. I think Sean was really terrible on commentary, but Sean's not a great commentator, and he probably should never do it ever again, but besides that...
He was not good?
Sean's just terrible in the sense where he's like, oh, I could never take what these guys took, and the guy just took, like, a super kick. Like, what are you talking about, Sean? Like, just terrible. Bad.
Yeah, I didn't see the match. Man, I was really not impressed with the Super Bowl in general. The game was very boring.
The lowest scoring Super Bowl of all time.
Oh my god, it was terrible. Nothing happened.
It's just defense, yeah.
It was awful. It was like the worst football game I've ever seen. Last year's Super Bowl was way better.
Well, last year wouldn't come down to like the wire or something. Like
I watch one football game a year, and it's a Super Bowl. The chicken wings were great though, so that was good. But man, terrible game, and the commercials weren't that good. And the halftime show was like cool when Travis Scott was there, but then he was gone. And then Big Boy came out and he played the songs that like I didn't want him to play, and it wasn't great. And then he was gone real quick. And then it was a lot of Maroon 5, and it was terrible.
Yeah, Wally says it right. It was the Lesnar versus Goldberg of Super Bowls.
Yeah, just boring. Boring. AJ says, who wears fur like that? Some pimp from the 70s. Do you ever see Vanilla Ice wearing that stuff? No. AJ loves Vanilla Ice for some reason. It's really weird. He's like trapped in the early 90s of garbage rap. I don't know.
Well, Vanilla Ice is making a comeback. You haven't seen like Adam Sandler's movies? Like, he was in a couple of those.
No.
Well, I guess that's what AJ watches, so he thinks Vanilla Ice is back.
So a lot of people are saying PJs for the WWE Raw party.
Okay.
But like it's nowhere near the Bell Center, so I don't know. Like it's just because you and AJ have gone there and done shows from there that people are like, oh, they associate it with the show for some reason.
Maybe
Which isn't right. Like they should be paying for that. You guys are really giving them free advertising.
Well, they gave us great seats though, so that was fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll talk. Maybe we'll do it at one of these restaurants that has given us nice food, AJ. You know what I'm talking about? One of those places.
Yeah, which
gotta have some Uncle Benny's wine. We'll have a good time.
So we'll do it from his parents' house, I guess.
Let's have a party at AJ's mom's house. That's a good idea. How about that, AJ? How about your mom cooks for the whole Wrestling Uncensored universe?
That actually could be a lot of fun. Crazy, but a lot of fun.
Wally wants to party at his hotel, not far from the Bell Center.
If it's the same one, yeah.
Is there a bar? Is there a hotel bar?
Yeah, there was, yeah.
We could have a big party at the hotel bar, brother. Like Ric Flair.
Well, that's for you.
No, that's for you.
No, I'm not. I'm straight edge. Unlike you.
Yeah, that's right. Deal with it.
I deal with it every day. It's rough.
Oh my god. This has been my least favorite episode of Dave and Johnny Live ever.
I just want to say...
And I got $20 during it. It's the first time I ever got money during a show, and somehow it's been my least favorite. Mostly because of this guy. Can't wait for Wrestling Uncensored tomorrow night, guys. It's going to be real interesting. Johnny North has been real, I don't know, something today.
Can I just say that I'm sorry I was ribbing you before about that whole, people upset with you kind of thing? Does that make you feel better?
Well, I don't know. Was it true?
No, it wasn't true at all.
What are you making up? What are you talking about?
I'm just trying to get your goat, that's it. I'm sorry.
So you made up that story at the beginning of the show?
I thought it'd be good entertainment.
It was not good entertainment. You just pissed me off and made me sound like I abuse women, which is horrible, which I would never do. It's like the worst thing. It's the thing. It's one of the things that I'm most against, you know? It's like, it sickens me. You heard me talk about Greg Hardy on Ringside Report Radio, what I think about that disgrace. Yeah, now you're trying to make me sound like one of those guys, and that's your idea of a funny rib at the beginning of Dave and Johnny Live? That's how you start our show? You're just mad because you lost the Kenny Omega bet, and you had to give me 20 simoleons, brother.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So you lose a bet to me. Let me get this straight. This is the kind of weird guy that I deal with. He loses a bet to me, so then he makes up some weird story about how I said it's okay to attack women and how people are upset at me at some wrestling promotion. A bizarre story that now is apparently made up. Who is this guy? I'm walking off.
This has been a very fun episode. I hope everyone's really enjoyed this. Just want to thank everyone. We get the final comments in right now. Antoinette is finally logged in. Yeah, I know it sucks being late, but hi. Happy Friday. Rob's asking what hotel Wally was at. Wally will tell you. I could tell you, but he'll tell you. Oh, you're coming back. Wow. How about that? We're getting the final comments in right now.
Antoinette says, oh, is Johnny being mean again? Yes, he's being mean again, Antoinette. Hi, Antoinette.
Any movies? There's a Happy Death Day to You.
Okay, did AJ see the Page movie before you?
Did he? I don't know.
I think he did. How come Drew Onyx saw the Page movie before you?
Because they've had screenings every week. I see it in 2 weeks.
You should have appeared at the screening and like attacked Drew Onyx to promo the match and then stayed to just watch the movie.
Yeah, but I don't know if you saw that. He showed videos of there's like a whole army he had with him. Like, no way. Like, there's no way I was gonna do that.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with the Drew Onyx army.
No way. Like, they're already messing with me on like Instagram. I got a bunch of Drew Onyx trolls after me now. It's terrible. Legit, honestly. Like,
You do?
Yeah, like they're commenting on my stuff like Drew Onyx is gonna beat you up and all this. Like, bunch of little kids because I called them fugly, right?
Oh.
So now they're upset.
Wow.
Well, the kids are fugly, so I gotta.
Okay, well then I will go to your match next week. I take it back.
Thank you.
I'll be at your match because you made up the story. It was a fake story. And I have AJ anyways to defend me if anything goes down.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
AJ.
AJ asked me yesterday, like he wanted to go see the screen with me. So I don't understand this. Like, you want to see the movie again if you already saw it? Like,
Oh, I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on with him. He did post I don't know if he posted online, but he made like a Wrestling Uncensored, like Simpsons kind of thing for us. I don't know if you saw that.
Well, he didn't make that. He just kind of makeshifted it. I mean, it's not... those graphics, you know, we don't own, like, the Simpsons stuff, you know? It's like copyright infringement graphics that he makes constantly that he really needs to chill out on because he doesn't understand copyright. You know what I mean?
It'd be cool if he made us.
It worries me a little bit.
If he made us into the Simpsons, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, but that's on him
That's
actually
not him,
making
though,
that. No.
That's too bad.
No. Oh yeah, Wally saw the big bag of candy that I had for Ringside Report Radio last week. Fred and I went to Dollarama before the show,
Okay.
and I got a huge bag of candy. I just got like $18 worth of candy.
I saw the gummies over there. But that was...
Some of which is still in my. You see that stash of candy down there in the drawer?
You guys need all that sugar rush for AJ? I wouldn't think you need it, actually.
Oh yeah, Marco had a Snickers. Everybody got a Snickers, baby.
When you greeted them at the door last week, man, you look mad. So pissed.
Oh, I just put that on. That's fake. That's a work.
All right.
I work that for AJ. Every time I see AJ, this is my face.
Yep, there you go. Disappointed.
That's my AJ face. I do it to mess with him on his videos. So that when he's like, "Hey, Dave! Hey, what's going on?" You just see me. What do you want, AJ? So, it's just to mess with AJ.
I think it does a good job.
And I'll mess with AJ once again tonight at 10 p.m.
It's after the hot game, right?
after the Laval Rockets game. Whatever that is. We're after that, 10 p.m. on the radio thing.
Cool.
Okay? Ringside Report Radio. We're going to talk about mixed martial arts. What do you think about that? Anderson Silva's fighting Israel Adesanya tomorrow night. And Rob Whittaker taking on Kelvin Gastelum. Whittaker defending that UFC middleweight championship.
Apparently Antoinette hates Snickers, apparently.
Oh, man.
I don't know why that was.
She wants Kit Kat instead. All right, that could be arranged. Antoinette says she's going to drop by at the studio. When are you dropping by to see us at the studio, Antoinette? What's going on? Are you coming for the Raw deal?
Hopefully it's not tonight. The weather is going to be pretty bad, I think.
Yeah, are you talking about tonight? What are you talking about? April 19th. Oh, okay. April 19th is...
Very far away.
Yeah, it's a while away. All right. We'll see you then. She can't go to Raw. That sucks. No Raw or Smackdown in Montreal? It's going to be a good time. But Antoinette lives in Toronto. I understand.
It'll just be later that week. It'll be after Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah. Well, she'll be here April 19th. And then Wally will be here, too, during that week from Ireland. So we'll have a big party that Friday night for the show, right?
Yeah. I think so. Roughly.
And Saturday night, too.
Still far away, but yeah.
Yeah.
Things to look forward to.
Man, that weather's looking crazy out there. What was that, snow? What's going on there?
It's a bunch of everything.
My goodness.
Mainly the wind.
My goodness. All right. Anything else? Any final comments? Kenny Omega? I wanted to mention that I'm in 90 Day Fiance withdrawal. Like, when are we going to get a new season? That was a focal point of Dave and Johnny Live, and now it's just like, man, I got no 90 Day Fiancé to watch, and the shows they have on TLC instead are not interesting to me. So
I'm enjoying the break, actually. I'm watching different shows. I watched that show You that Wally recommended. It's a very creepy show, Wally. Like, I know you think it's like 50 Shades of Grey, but it's kind of scary because it feels like this kind of thing could happen in real life. This kind of stalker thing going on.
yeah, and it might be Johnny North doing it.
No, it's not me. I'm too wonderful a person to do that kind of thing. But the fact that someone actually could pull this off, it's really scary. So I don't know if I'd recommend that kind of show. Unless you like horror movies, I guess.
I don't. Was it a good show? Did you like it?
It's just kind of creepy. That's it. I mean, 50 Shades, I understand some people maybe didn't like it so much. It seemed a little bit off. But this just didn't put me at ease throughout the whole thing.
Speaking of 50 Shades, isn't next week your big 50 Shades Valentine's Day review on Dave and Johnny Live?
That's right.
Wow. So explain to us once again what that means.
Well,
why are you doing this? And what do we have to expect next week?
Well, it's pretty much I've watched 2 and 3, I didn't watch 1, so review 1.
So last year you watched 50 Shades 3,
right.
Even More Shades, right?
I think it was free, 50 Shades free.
Whatever. And you reviewed that around Valentine's Day. The year before, you watched 50 Shades 2, Live Free or Die Shades. And
I think it was 50 Shades Darker, but whatever.
Whatever. And you liked it a lot.
That was the best one. I don't think the first one's going to be as good.
Yeah, I did like Live Free or Die Shades. That was good. Bruce Willis killed it in that one.
That was actually the worst.
Oh, no, that's Die Hard. Sorry. I'm
Die
confused.
I'm glad you actually watched something, though. That's nice.
I watched things. I was watching Kenny Powers again, the Eastbound and Down, just because I enjoy it.
I started watching the Ted Bundy stuff you recommended. That's really like creepy stuff too.
What a sick bastard he was, eh? Those 10 Ted Bundy tapes on Netflix. Oh, what a sick man. And like crazy, like the escape from prison and then the going on a rampage again. Like, God, this guy, one of the sickest guys. I had no idea how sick this guy was. Awful. Awful. I mean, that goes without saying. Ted Bundy was a terrible guy, but like, man, I had no idea the extent to what he did. It's just insane. The murders and the, rape and murder and necrophilia, and it's just disgusting. Shocking. A shocking 4-part documentary series on Netflix. Shocking.
Yeah. That's all that can really be said about it.
If you're looking for something funny, something a little bit more enjoyable on Netflix, I would recommend going to the comedy specials. There's something called The Deplorables, I think.
Oh, I have no idea.
Joey Diaz has a special. It's like a 7-part series, and one of them is a Joey Diaz special. I think it's called The Deplorables or The Despicables or something like that. On Netflix, it's very good. The Joey Diaz one, anyways. I haven't seen any of the other ones, but Joey Diaz is the best, so that's something fun to watch.
No more smiling. No more humor. Just seriousness.
No, I like good jokes.
Alright.
I like funny times. It's better than the dark times. Johnny likes to live in the darkness. I like to live in the light.
Good for you.
We love you. Dave and Johnny Live. Thanks, everybody. Wally, Antoinette, AJ, Rob, everybody else watching. My dad, my brother, your brothers, everybody. Your brothers ever watch the show?
No.
Your brothers even know you have a show?
No.
They don't know.
I think Zev knows more than they do, which might be pretty bad.
Your brothers don't know you're on the radio. How long have you been on Wrestling Uncensored?
Wow, it's been like 7-8 years now?
And they don't know?
No.
They're completely unaware.
I think they might know of, but don't really care. You know, they don't like wrestling, so. I mean, if you don't like wrestling, I understand if you don't listen or care.
It's a sad note to end the show on.
It's a sad world, David.
I guess.
Live in the darkness. Screw your light.
No, I'm going to go call my brother and talk about wrestling. We're going to go to Raw and Smackdown together. I already know he's doubled down. He actually texted me He told me about it.
Okay.
He told me that the shows were happening.
Just don't cause any controversy last time you guys did at SmackDown.
Did we?
You guys were like front row and caused a ruckus because everyone could see you on TV.
It's a controversial because I can be seen?
So controversial.
Well, what can I say? Is it controversial right now just because I'm showing my face?
Yeah, that face, yeah, for sure.
Bye, everybody. This has been Dave and Johnny Live.
Bye, Zev.
He's not... Actually, he does watch.
Okay, that's good.
He watches more than your own family.
Exactly.